Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I have this Sweatproof summer base for you guys. I've included as many tips, tricks and techniques I know that will help your base stick on for longer and look just nice and flawless and airbrushed and not crack up. If you're interested in this eye tutorial, I'll be having this go up next after my base makeup. So just stick around for that. You can follow me on my socials because I always post there and update when I'm posting new videos. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Leave me a like and comment down below if you just want to say hi or if you have questions, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
For a smooth makeup application, especially before big events, I like to prep my skin the night before by using an exfoliating mask. So here I'm using the Bodyshop Himalayan Purifying Glow Mask, and I'm letting that sit on my face for 10 minutes and washing it off. And the day of the event, or the day of when I want my makeup to last really long, I like using a more soothing, glowing, hydrating mask. Here I'm just using a face sheet mask, which I believe is from a Korean company, and I'm just gonna massage that into place and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes and let my skin absorb it, and then I'll start with my makeup.
Now that I've let my moisturizer sit in for about, I'd say 5 minutes, I'm gonna go ahead and apply sunscreen. I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows off camera. For today's brows, I'm using the NYX Tame and Frame Brow Pomade, and I'm using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. My pomade is in the shade Brunette and my pencil is in the shade Ash Brown. For primer, you can use any sort of primer that is catering to your skin. So if you have oily skin or pore problematic skin, you can use pore minimizing primers. For that, I love the Dr.Brandt Pores No More primer. It's one of the best primers I've ever used. I really haven't found any other primer that minimizes my pores like this one does. If you have dry skin, you can use a more moisturizing primer. The Smashbox Primerizer is great. They use a product that really caters to your skin tone, that makes your base more long lasting. For me, this helps minimize my pores and it blurs out all my trouble areas. So I love this primer. For foundation, I like a little bit of radiance even though I have oily skin, and I don't like a very thick foundation for a daytime wear. So what I like to do is I like to mix my foundation with a few drops of Strobe Cream. This not only helps dilute the foundation and just sheer it out a little bit, but it also helps add radiance because this does have that luminizing effect. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna add 2 to 3 pumps of my foundation and about 2 pumps of this MAC Strobe Cream. Blemishes peeking through, so instead of applying 2-3 layers of foundation, I like to keep it light and breathable, and I'm just gonna add coverage to places where I really need it. So that would be around my blemish areas, and I'm gonna use this MAC Studio Finish Concealer. It has an SPF of 35. Just gonna go ahead and use my beauty blender to just blend around it. When I want my base to be really long lasting, what I like to do is I like to layer on powder products over cream products, what it ensures is that the cream will hold on to the powder for much longer than the powder will stay itself. And also adding too much powder can, you know, catch on to your dry spots. What I like to do is I like to layer powders over creams, and so for contour and bronzing today I'm gonna be using this WetnWild contour stick. So today I'm going to be using a mixture of two different concealers. I'm using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer for coverage, and I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me in shade 20 to brighten things. I'm going to be using the Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade number 2, and just quickly set my under eyes, and then I will go ahead and use a loose powder to bake. If you do want more coverage, you can go ahead and use the MAC Studio Fix powder foundation or any other powder foundations of your preference, but I like to avoid it when I'm first doing my base because I do go ahead throughout the day to blot my face with some powder foundation. So if I already apply powder foundation now, it'll just become too many layers. So my advice would be, if you are oily skin girl, then set your face with some light translucent powder or light setting powder, and then throughout the day go ahead and blot your face with powder foundation. So I'm going to use my MegaGlow contouring powder to contour. I'm using the Blush Bazaar Amazonian Clay Blush Palette by Tarte. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and do my eyes, and this will be a separate video, and I think the eyes will come up after my base comes out, so keep an eye out for that, and I'm gonna catch you guys at the end of the video where I finish my base. Now, finishing my base, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dust off my bake. Now, in order to make sure that my base is really locked in base, and since I've had that powder sitting under my eyes and like around my face for so long, I'm going to grab my beauty blender and I'm going to spray some MAC Fix Plus on it. Now, once that's damp with Fix Plus, I'm going to tap it all over my face, and that will just press in the powder and just melt everything in while increasing the longevity. For highlighter, today I'm going to be using the Anastasia x Amrezy collaboration highlighter. I feel like this is a dupe for the Amrezy one. If not a dupe, it's just such an amazing drugstore highlighter. So this is the Loreal Crushed Foil Metallic Highlighter in the shade Rose Quartz, and it just has such a unique feel to it, like beautiful, and like it gives you such a wet vibe. So I'm gonna apply this on the other side.
You can see instantly, it's blinding. It's so stunning. So on this side I'm wearing the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter, which is beautiful, subtle, wet in its own way, but this one is just like wet and bam, in your face. Just gonna apply some to this side.
with the Urban Decay 24/7 Uptight Lip Liner. I'm gonna go ahead with Kylie Ginger Liquid Lipstick. And I'm gonna add some Huda Beauty Venus Liquid Lipstick in the center. And last but not the least, I'm gonna set my entire face with MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. You can also go ahead with Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. That's really good. I know the NYX Matte Setting Spray is really good. If you have dewy skin, you can always use the dewy versions. It's important that you remember Fix Plus contains glycerin, so it can be a little tacky. If you absolutely hate that, I suggest you go ahead with Urban Decay All Nighter. That's a great one.